Guys, it's Epic Underworld. Today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys my remade versions of my old archetype from my old game. So I'm actually working on this game called Perpetual Cosmos, and it's going to be my first ever completely handmade game that I'm going to be selling. It's going to be no digital aspects whatsoever. Even the packaging is going to be somewhat handmade. I'm really looking forward to making this game, but in order to remaster it, I wanted to bring back some of the most popular cards that you guys really liked from my old card game, Epic Underworld's TCG. So this was an older game that I made mainly during COVID and then 2022-ish. And a lot of people really liked certain archetypes, so I'm going to be bringing them back and putting them into this game. So first, let me show you guys the old card for the old game, just so you guys can get a basic idea. They were called the Cloudians. I can't call them that anymore because I'm pretty sure Yu-Gi-Oh! Has an archetype called the Cloudians. I didn't know this when I first made this, but these guys are going to be called the Clydes instead. So we have Cloudian Spearman, which was probably the fan favorite one. He's just a cool little dude, and their archetype playstyle was basically attacking your opponent directly, even if they had creatures in play. This archetype is a little bit more complex and changed, so it's a little bit more fun. Yeah, and then we have Cloudian Swordsman. So I couldn't remake all of these, I just remade the favorites. So we got Cloudian Pirate, Cloudian Magician with his little spectacle, Cloudian Defender, Cloudian Megatron, Cloudian Viking, which was a fun one to make, Cloudian Axe Thrower. I always thought he had a cool design. Oh, and then here are some other ones. So this was Cloudian Spearman, but I tried to do like a cool effect on him in Photoshop. We have Cloud Blaster, which I actually did remake. So I'll show you that one. This one was actually a fan-made one. It was for the Underworld Gates, which was another mechanic in that game. And I let the fans make their own gates, and someone made one with the Cloudians, which was gadolinium, and he did a great job on this. And then we have Killer Cloud, which Rathacors really likes, but he didn't really have anything to do with this archetype. So now that we have the Epic Underworld's cards out of the way, let's show you the new ones. Okay, so the first brand new card is Snowdith, and I tried to give these guys some really unique, cool names, because I just thought that'd be cool. So he's a 3-cost, 1 attack, 1 life creature, and when played, deal 1 damage to each creature your opponent has in play. So you play this, and basically does a spray of 1 damage to each creature, and it's a remake of this card, so kind of cool. We have another 3-cost card. I think you can kind of pick up on the theme I'm going for here, and it's a when played, gain 1 soul, which is the currency in the game that you cast the cards for each other Clyde type creature in play. So again, you play this card, but instead of dealing 1 damage like the other one, you just gain resources. So those are our 2 main when played cards. You want these cards to be played a bunch of times, and you might be wondering, oh, well, once you play them, you can't really get them back to your hand, but that's where the other cards come in. Then we have Nymphobus, which is the pirate card I remade. So he looks pretty cool. He's got a map. And this guy will allow you to cycle back these cards into your hands. You can play them again. So he says, when played, you may return target 3-cost card that you control to your hand. So when you played this card, you gained a bunch of souls. You can then play this guy to return him to your hand, then play his cost again and just keep cycling. You still have to pay the cost, so it's not like it's an infinite loop, but it's still a really fun combo. And it doesn't just stop there. You then have your boss card, Bellamoth, who is a 10 attack, 4 life creature who costs 8. So that's a pretty expensive card. You might be wondering, how do I get that out? Well, you can return target 3-cost card to your hand to reduce this card's cost by 5. So you can't quite free play him, but you can reduce him, and you only have to pay him for 3 then. So then you could play this guy, return another one, and just keep playing like that. So that's kind of the cool cycle you can do with this archetype. Then there's some side cards. So we have Clyde Bolt. When a Clyde type creature is returned to your hand, so during one of those combos, you can draw 2 cards, which draw 2 is amazing. And normally that would be like a 4-cost card, but if you just quickly play that with the other combo, you can get some draw support. And then we have Cloud Blaster, which is remade from this one, but it's actually called Clyde Cluster Gun. And it's basically a permanent card, and you play it for 0 cost. So it's really nice. You don't have to pay anything because this archetype is kind of expensive to play. And each time a Clyde type creature is returned to your hand, gain 1 soul. And soul is the currency. So you can have this guy out and do your combo and keep generating more resources. Then you can keep doing the combo. So this archetype is really self-sustaining. It's kind of like a little ecosystem, and I'm really excited to start playtesting it with my friends. I think it's going to be a really fun archetype, and I love how it has a kind of a backstory of being in one of my older card games. So that was this video. I really hope it inspired you guys to go out there and make some cool, unique archetypes. In the next video, I'll be showing you guys the unknown archetype, which was a really fan favorite one in my old game, so I just got to finish that one. But that was this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.